And with the perpetual turn of the flywheel, we start the missions again. Hi folks, this is vk3sl, test missions on 160 in the narrowband FM mode. Just got in. I don't know, what am I going to do? Find something. Anyhow, just a reminder that these are test missions. They are tone tests on 160, and we also stream online. I think the streaming service is up. I think so. I think it's all working. And yeah, we stream on YouTube. There's a YouTube stream, and there's also a stream on a Broadwave server which can be accessed via a blogspot dedicated to these missions. So if you look my call sign up, vk3sl.blogspot.com, you can navigate through and find out all of the ins and outs and the nature of my pathology. So yeah, life goes on. Has been some good things actually today. I've actually worked with some young people today, and I like working with very young people. I really should have been a kindergarten teacher. It would have been a better vocation for me, because young, fanciful minds are so much more interesting to work with than the than people who have sort of become sanitised and domesticated. Fertile imaginations, that's what does it. There should be more of it. We need all to become more curious, I think. All right, what do we have? A Vitatonic, an associated recorded program service transcription record, Hill and Dale disc, one on the table, on the buyer. They're called Kickstart, says Brad Collins on the label. It's probably Bob Crosby. I think that's the story with these. So I reckon we can kick off with this. So let's engage the buyer. It's a bit of a process. 33 1/3, these records, mid-1930s. And they're quite fine. vk3sl testing.
Bottom of the sea, we'll join in the jamboree at the codfish ball. Lobsters dancing in a row, shuffle off to Buffalo. Jellyfish sway to and fro at the codfish ball. Finn and Hattie leads the eel through an Irish reel. The catfish is a dancing man, but he can't like the sardine can. Tuna's trucking left and right, Minnie's mooching, what a night. There won't be a hook in sight at the codfish ball.
Listening to transcription recordings from the Associated Recording Program Service. Bob Crosby and the band, and I think these are not locked grooves. We may have another track about to engage, maybe not. Maybe I have to give it a nudge. Here we go. All good. know the name of that one. It was Gershwin's Summertime. These are transcription recordings, and I'm vk3sl. Can't really read the label on these because they are compromised.
What's the name of that song that makes me think of daisies, makes me dream of spring, makes me want to whistle, makes me want to sing? I wish I knew. What's the name of that song that puts a silver lining right inside my coat, makes me think of ice cream sliding down my throat? I wish I knew. What's the name of that song? This morning after breakfast I sang it all through, but tonight I forget all the words excepting I love you. What's the name of that song that makes me think of lovebirds nesting in a tree, makes me want to whisper, will you marry me, makes me think of babies bouncing on my knee? What's the name of that song?
Wideband recordings from the 1930s off the Associated Recording Program Service transcription discs, commonly known as Vitatone records or Vitatonics in my vernacular. Yeah, profiling the Western Electric system at its best. It's amazing to hear the quality of those. They sound incredible in here. So there's a lot more where that came from, so I reckon we'll keep them on the playlist. This is vk3sl testing, of course, and these are tone tests on 160 and also streaming online. So if you want to be entertained, go and listen on the Putes. Now, as I said, worked with young people today, and it does breathe life into me. I enjoy sort of being with people who have great imaginations, and we sort of systematically get our imagination drummed out of us as we get older. Young kids are full of whimsy. So I had a look through the shelves and I found some fairy records. So I reckon we'll play a few of these. These are little tiny 5-inch discs I think they're made by Vocalion in the 1920s. And they were for the kiddies market. So yeah, this one's called El Capitan, and it says marching band. They don't provide a lot of information. Apparently it is electrically recorded. So we'll sample it, I think. We'll give it a Guernsey. This is vk3sl testing. we go. It's a little fairy record from way back when. And I'll take it off the platter and have a look. Electrically recorded El Capitan, March, military band it says. And prominently says electrically recorded. There's stacks of them here. They're really little. They're smaller than the standard 45s and they only go for about a minute and a bit. Here's one, a full fairy story. I reckon we'll hear the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Here we go. What's it say on the label? Made in England. Okay. I think I read somewhere that Vocalion had something to do with these. They sort of turn up in Australia. Apparently they're a bit scarce abroad. I did do my research a while ago when I happened upon this stash. Little Red Riding Hood. The good thing about fairy stories told at this time is they're just a little bit more accurate. And they're not as politically correct as the sanitised versions of fairy stories, so I reckon we'll give this a sample. I'll have to turn the disc over in the middle so there'll be some dead air, but we can all cope with that. Little Red Riding Hood, Part 1, Fairy Story, from about 1924. This is VK3sl, testing.
There lived a woodman and his wife, who had a sweet little daughter. Her mother made her a crimson cloak with a hood to it, so the neighbors called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day her mother gave her a basket of eggs, fruit, butter and cake to take to her grandmother who lived in the center of the wood. Little Red Riding Hood set out and stopped on the way to gather some flowers when a great wolf came up to her side. "Where are you off to, my dear?" said the wolf. "I'm taking these lovely things to Grandma," said she. "She lives all by herself in the little cottage in the center of the wood." "Oh, does she?" said the wolf, looking slyly at her. "Well, goodbye, my little girl." And off he ran and went quickly to the grandmother's cottage. Pulling down the latch, he bounded upstairs, gobbled up the poor old lady in 1 minute. He then put on her nightgown and cap and got into her bed. When Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage, he knocked and the wolf squeaked, "Who is there?" "Little Red Riding Hood, Granny, with a present for you." "Pull the string of the latch and come up," said the wolf. So she went in and going over to the bed, gave her message. "Put the basket on the table and come and sit beside me," said the wolf. She obeyed at once, but looking in surprise at her grandmother, said, "What large ears you have, Granny. All the better to hear you with, my dear," growled the wolf. "And what great eyes you have, Grandmama. All the better to see you with, my dear. And what a large nose you have. All the better to smell you with, my dear. But, oh, Grandmother, what a very large mouth and great teeth you have," cried the little girl, feeling very, very frightened, for she was sure by now that it was not her granny. "All the better to eat you with, my dear," snapped the wolf, and sprang to do so. But Little Red Riding Hood screamed aloud, and Hugh, the woodman, rushing in, struck the wolf on the head with his axe, killing him at once, and taking the poor frightened little girl in his arms, he carried her home. Oh, how glad her mother and father were to see her again. They could not thank Hugh enough, and he and the father went into the wood and killed all the wolves they could find. All the wolves are killed now, and no little girl in England need be afraid of meeting a wolf, as did Little Red Riding Hood. Dickory, dickory, dock, the mouse ran up the clock. hickory dock. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon does shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep and come to your playfellows in the street. Come with a whoop and come with a call, come with a goodwill or not at all. Up the ladder and down the wall, a halfpenny roll will serve us all. Girls and boys come out to play, the moon does shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep and come to your playfellows down the street.
Well, there we go. That's our sojourn into the Kiddies Fairy Records, and we played a few. I've got stacks of them here. We can feature more, I think. I quite enjoy that. TARDIS, back to the 1920s. Okay, we've got another episode of The Shadow lined up, so I reckon we'll continue with that at this point, and I'll go inside and make myself known. I don't know if anyone even knows I'm home. All right, let's continue. The Shadow, an episode called I Must Never Sleep Again, and it was originally cast in 1946, the 23rd of June, 1946, apparently. vk3sl, testing.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Once again, we bring you the thrilling adventures of The Shadow, the hard and relentless fight of one man against the forces of evil. These dramatizations are designed to demonstrate forcibly to old and young alike that crime does not pay. The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. While in the Orient, Cranston learnt a strange and mysterious secret: the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible Shadow belongs. Today's drama: I Must Never Sleep Again. A little before 7 o'clock one dismal October morning, a car roars along a bleak country road. At the wheel, Lamont Cranston. Beside him, Margot Lane.
Where are we going, Lamont?
Back to the Crispin house, Margot.
Crispin House? We just left there an hour ago.
We're going back. We've got to. You're with me, aren't you, Margot?
Of course, but it's just been such a dreadful night, and I'm so exhausted.
We'll be able to rest soon now. I have an idea that an old theory of mine is once again about to be proved.
What theory is that?
That love is the most dangerous weapon of all in the hands of a criminal.
What do you mean, Lamont? I don't understand.
You will very soon now, Margot. Here we are. Come on, into the house. Crispin! Crispin, where are you? Mrs. Crispin! Phillips!
Lamont, the place is deserted. Where's everybody gone?
I don't know. Yet. Well, Crispin isn't in his room. Strange. He was in bed when we left here.
Lamont, I'm afraid. This house feels as if it's almost haunted.
Listen.
That noise. Sort of clicking.
Sounds as if it's coming from the sunroom. Come on. Let's find out what it is, Margot.
Yes. Oh, Lamont, I don't like this.
Steady, Margot. Here we are.
Oh, it's dark.
Here's the light switch.
And empty. Well, there's the sound we heard, Lamont.
A recording machine. Somebody left it running. Looks as if somebody's just finished making a record.
Oh, yes, Madge was telling me this evening. They're always making them, just for fun.
They didn't make this one for fun.
What do you mean?
It says on the label, "To my friends and the police." Well, somebody made us this record. I suppose the least we can do is to listen.
But don't you think we should look through the house again?
Sit down, Margot. We may find out a lot of things we want to know right on this record. Cracked.
Can we play it?
Yes, but we may have to change the needle a couple of times. Shh, here it comes.
My name is James Crispin. Here in this house, in a few moments, I intend to commit a murder. It all started when I went to bed Friday night. I remember waking up, my head pounding. Went downstairs and joined my wife at the breakfast table. Madge could see right away that I wasn't myself.
James, dear, what's the matter?
I don't know, really. I went to bed early last night. There's no reason for me to feel ill.
Have some coffee. Perhaps that'll make you feel better.
Thanks. Oh, Madge, where's today's paper?
You've got today's paper right there, dear.
No, I haven't, Madge. This is Sunday. Must be last Sunday's paper.
No, dear, that's this Sunday's paper. Today's.
Today's?
Look at the date.
Sunday, October the 28th. Madge, something's happened to me. I don't understand. The last thing I can remember was going to bed Friday night, and here it is Sunday morning. I must have slept through 36 hours.
But, dear, you did no such thing.
What do you mean?
You went down to the office yesterday morning as usual. You left here at 8 o'clock, as you always do, dear.
But I don't remember anything about it. Madge, how did I act?
I don't know. I didn't notice anything. Oh, good heavens, wait a moment. Now that you mention it, you were a little strange.
Strange? How do you mean?
Well, I wondered what you wanted with my wardrobe trunk.
Your wardrobe trunk?
Yes, you made me get up and help you bring it down from the box room. I couldn't understand what you wanted with it, and you wouldn't tell me. Then, when you were out so late, I began to worry.
Was I late, Madge?
Oh, yes, dear. You got in, let me see. Oh, it must have been after 3. I had quite a scare. Our neighbor, Mrs. Stevens, called up here at 10. She said her husband hadn't returned home, and she wondered if he dropped in to see you. It started me thinking and wondering about the trunk and what you wanted with it. What did you want with it, James? Where is it?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What did I do from 8 until 3 this morning? Madge, I'm scared. There's been a day lost out of my life. I can't remember a thing that happened.
Sit still, dear. I'll get it.
Oh, let Phillips take a message.
It's Phillips' day off, dear. It's a Sunday, remember? Hello? Yes, this is the Crispin residence. Yes, just a moment, please. It's for you, James.
Oh, I don't want to talk to anybody right now.
He says he must speak to you. It's someone named Grimes.
Grimes? I don't know anybody named Grimes.
He said he met you yesterday, James.
Yesterday? Yesterday? Give me that phone, Madge. Hello.
Hello, this is Grimes. What's the matter, Crispin? We're waiting for you.
For me?
Yes, for you. You'd better wake up and get down here quickly.
Who do you think you're talking to?
All right. If you don't want to talk to me, perhaps I'll talk to Mrs. Stevens.
Mrs. Stevens?
Perhaps you haven't heard of her either. She went to the police this morning about that husband of hers who didn't come home last night. She'd be pretty interested to hear about your movements yesterday. Coming down, Crispin?
What's the address?
244 Shinwell Avenue, down by the harbor.
Very interesting record, eh, Margot?
It's not finished, is it, Lamont?
No, it's just changing the needle. That crack dulls the points. All right, here we go again.
I lied to Madge. Told her I was going into town on business and took the train. Then I got a taxi to Shinwell Avenue and the harbor. It was a bleak day in an ugly neighborhood. This is the number he gave me. 244. Oh, I wish
Sunday customer, eh? Come in, come in. You're lucky to catch me today. I usually don't open up on Sundays. Now, what can I do for you?
I was told to come here to see a Mr. Grimes.
Mr. Grimes is waiting for you through that curtain. Go on, get along in there. A friend to see you, Grimesy, old man.
Well, we meet again, eh, Crispin?
Again? I never saw you before in my life.
You never saw me before. Well, you started a conversation with me last night in a nightclub over on Morrison Street.
I did?
You did. You told me and a couple of the boys that you had some stolen goods in your car in a trunk.
Trunk?
Trunk. Stolen goods is in my line, so I told you that you could leave the trunk with me, and I'd get rid of the stuff for you at a price. Then this morning, when you didn't show up, I opened the trunk. I don't go in for that kind of business, Crispin.
What kind of business?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Get it out of the cupboard, Pop.
All right, Grimesy. There you are, Grimesy.
M.C. Madge Crispin. It's my wife's trunk.
What did you have against this fellow, Stevens?
Stevens? Well, why, nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm very fond of him.
You are?
Yes.
Open the trunk, Pop, and let him see what's inside. Take a look, Crispin.
No.
I hope you never get fond of me.
Stevens?
Yes, Stevens, Crispin. What did you kill him for?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
You knew what you were doing. You told one of my boys that you had all your plans laid.
You did?
You said your next victim was going to be a chap named Lamont Cranston.
Lamont Cranston? Why, he's one of my closest friends.
Oh, yes, but Crispin, you were fond of Stevens, too, remember? And then after Cranston, some old gent named Bowers.
Bowers? He's a harmless old gentleman. He's a librarian at the public library in my neighborhood.
Well, you're out to murder him.
No, I'm not. I never thought of murder before in my life. All this started last Friday night when I went to sleep.
Really? Then you'd better be careful about going to sleep, Crispin.
Yes. You're right about that. I must never sleep again.
What are you doing with that phone?
I've got to protect Cranston and Bowers. I'm ringing the police.
Put that phone down, Crispin.
I've got to warn them.
Stubborn, isn't he, Pop?
Yes, Grimesy.
But we know how to take care of him, don't we?
Yes, Grimesy.
Good work, Pop. You just grazed his shoulder. Now into the limousine with him and take him home. And give him a shot of morphine before he comes to.
Yes, just as you say, Grimesy. All right, Crispin, here's where you get out. You're home.
What? Oh, it's you.
Hurry now, Crispin. You've just got time to get inside before the morphine sends you off.
Morphine? Oh, no. No, don't let me sleep.
Go on, get out. And pleasant dreams.
This is a test transmission
to spin.
vk3sl.
Got to get into the house. Must phone Lamont. Warn him. Madge!
Why, James, dear, what is it?
Phone Lamont. No time to lose. Tell him.
We won't have to phone him, dear. He's right here.
Oh, what's the matter? What is it, Jimmy, old man? Here, ease up now.
Something. Oh, I'm so tired. So tired.
Oh, he's dead on his feet. Help him up to his room, Lamont.
Of course. Now, come along, Jimmy. Exhausted. What you need is a good night's sleep. Well, he's in bed, Madge, sleeping like a baby.
I suppose it's time we all went to bed. Margot, your room's in the front, and yours is down the hall, Lamont, next door to James.
Oh, thanks, Madge. Good night.
Hope the storm doesn't keep you awake. Good night.
Oh, don't you worry about us, Madge. Good night. Lamont, I'm dead tired. I think I could sleep forever.
Oh, then you're in the wrong room, darling. There are birds in the tree outside that window that do their vocal exercises promptly at 6 a.m.
Oh, dear.
Now, you take my room. And this is it right here. I'll be all right in yours. I want to get up early anyhow.
Oh, Lamont, you're a dear. Thanks.
Good night, Margot.
Good night. Oh, gosh, I'm so sleepy. What happened? The lights went out. That you, Lamont? Lamont? Who's in this room? What do you want? Who is it? Answer me! What's that you've got in your hand? Something shining. A knife!
A tense moment as Margot faces her unknown assassin. We'll return to the shadow in a minute. And now, back to the shadow. Margot and Lamont are still in the sunroom of the empty Crispin mansion, listening to the mysterious recording they found there. Lamont adjusts the needle on the record again, and
now Crispin can go on with his story.
Madge and Lamont heard Margot scream. They rushed to her room. The blade of a hunting knife was buried 3 inches in the headboard of her bed. Madge's first thought was...
Whoever the maniac was, he must have come in through a window, Lamont.
No, Madge. I tested all the windows and doors. The house is closed as tight as a drum.
But then... Well, that's impossible, isn't it, Lamont?
It's not impossible, Margot. Simply means that if no one got in from the outside, your assailant was one of the three of us. Madge, or James, or myself.
James? James was asleep. You know he was.
Madge, I only meant...
You leave him out of this. Leave him alone. He doesn't know what he's doing when he's asleep. I mean...
What did you say, Madge?
I don't know. I'm just so overwrought I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry this had to happen. You'll have to excuse me. I can't stand anymore. Good night.
Good night, Madge.
Well, it's hard to believe, but I think she suspects her own husband, Margot.
She acted rather strangely.
Let me see that knife again.
I haven't got it.
Where is it?
Well, didn't Madge have it in her hand when she walked out?
I don't know, Margot. But it's time, I think, for the shadow to pay a call.
What, on Madge?
No, Margot. On James Crispin.
What was that? I heard a voice laughing, and I can't see anyone. It's happening. My mind's failing me.
No, your mind is not failing you, James Crispin. I am here beside you, though you cannot see me.
Who are you?
I am the shadow.
Why have you come to me?
You have something on your conscience, James Crispin. Tell me what it is.
I'll tell you. I killed a man yesterday. Saturday. He was my next-door neighbor, Stevens. I don't remember anything about it, but I killed him.
But how do you know you did if you remember nothing about it?
Grimes told me I did. And he showed me the body in my wife's trunk.
And you have only Grimes' word that you put it there?
Yes, that's true. He also told me I'm supposed to attack Lamont Cranston tonight.
An attack was made tonight, Crispin. But it was on Miss Lane, not Cranston.
Margot?
A plan went wrong. That knife was meant for Cranston, but he and Miss Lane changed rooms at the last moment.
But I didn't know what room he was in the first place.
I know you didn't, Crispin. That's why I think you're innocent.
No, I'm not innocent. I'll go on with my butchery and kill my next victim, old Bowers, a harmless old man who lives next to the library. I threatened to kill him next. Grimes said I did.
You won't kill Bowers, Crispin. I'm staying right here in your room all night and see that you don't leave.
Oh, it's no use. When I sleep, I wander. Bowers is next. Oh, getting sleepy again. The morphine. Sleepy.
Sleep, Crispin, in peace. The shadow's here.
Sleep.
I'm not the police. I hope I'm not too late. Hello. Commissioner Weston? Weston, this is a friend of yours. Never mind. I'm just a friend. Commissioner, here's a tip for you. Get your men over to the cottage beside the library on Holyoke Road. An old gentleman named Bowers lives there, and he's about to be murdered.
Yes? Who's there?
This is the Bowers residence?
Yes?
Urgent telegram for Mr. Bowers. Open up.
At this time of the night. All right. I'm coming.
Mind if we come in? This rain.
Not at all, not at all.
Thanks. Come on in, Pop. Oh, Pop's a friend of mine.
Here you are. Sign right there. Just a minute. What's this I'm signing? To whom it may concern, James Crispin has just entered my house. He is armed and says he intends to kill me. I am typing this in great haste. What are you two trying to do to my friend Crispin?
Get up and sign it.
What are you going to do to me? If you sign this, nothing. Give it to me. There. I've signed it. This won't do you any good. Crispin can call me up, and I'll always be here to tell the truth.
That's where you're wrong, Bowers.
I don't see what you mean.
No? All right, Pop. See what I mean now, Mr. Bowers?
I fixed him.
What do you mean you fixed him? Crispin fixed him. Crispin has committed another murder in his sleep. What? Police cars?
Somebody tipped off the police.
Yes, somebody must have. And who could it be, Pop? Who knew about this Crispin business besides you and me?
Grimsy, you don't think I'd...
Why, you...
Oh, don't, Grimsy, don't. Oh, don't stop it, Grimsy. I don't like it. I've got the gun. Grimsy, you made me do it. How could you think I'd tip off the police? Don't do anything for you, I would. You hurt my feelings. That's what you did. You hurt my feelings. The police.
Drop that gun.
Hello. Commissioner Weston speaking. Hello there. Hello, Weston. This is your friend again. Did you take my advice and make the raid on Bowers' house? Who is this? Never mind. Did you find Bowers? Is he alive? Yes, we found him. He was shot, but he's alive. We took him to the city hospital. That's all I wanted to know, Commissioner.
Lamont? Are you still in there, Lamont?
Shh, Margot. You'll wake up Crispin. Listen, I've got to move quickly. Here are the keys. Get the car out of the garage for me.
Where are we going?
To the city hospital. I think we may meet our murderer at the bedside of a man who's supposed to be dead. Hurry, I'll be with you in a minute.
All right, Lamont, I'll go and get the car.
Crispin. Crispin, wake up. It's morning.
Huh?
This is a test transmission
you.
from vk3sl.
The shadow. You're still here.
Yes, but I'm going now, Crispin. I want you to know that you did not leave this room while you slept. I know. I was here all night.
And Mr. Bowers is safe?
No, Bowers was attacked last night, Crispin. Attacked while you slept, just as your neighbor Stevens was murdered while you slept.
What? While I slept?
Yes, Crispin. The truth is that you slept through that fatal Saturday. You were drugged.
Drugged? By whom?
By your wife.
I don't believe you. Why should she want to drug me?
Why did she hire Grimes and his associate to kill Stevens? Why did she try to make you believe you had bought the body to that toy shop in a trunk?
Yes, why?
To drive you into a nervous collapse, Crispin.
They couldn't hang you for crimes committed while you were asleep, but they could pronounce you insane and commit you to an institution. Then your fortune would be hers.
It's not true. I love Madge. Madge loves me. You're lying.
I wish for your sake that I were. If your wife comes to you and says that you left the house last night and murdered old Bowers, then will you believe me?
I suppose I have to.
This will be the last time we have to change the needle, Margot.
Oh, hurry up, Lamont. We're almost at the end.
There we are.
The shadow left my bedroom. I got out of bed and walked down the stairs to the sunroom. I took a revolver out of the gun rack and loaded it. My head felt tight and strained. I still hoped that Madge wouldn't say I murdered Bowers. Then I decided to make this record so that everybody would understand the whole story. Now the record's finished and somebody's coming down the steps. It's Madge.
James, dear, I'm going over to the city hospital.
Madge.
I just thought I ought to tell you that you acted very strangely when you came in my room last night.
When, Madge? When did I come into your room last night?
Why, just before you went out to see Mr. Bowers.
I went out to see Mr. Bowers, Madge. Are you sure, Madge?
Why, yes, you said you were going to.
Did I?
And James, Mr. Bowers is dying. He was attacked last night while you were out.
And you're telling me that I killed him?
I don't know what to think, James.
Tell me, Madge. Do you think I'm capable of murder?
Capable of murder? Why, of course I don't think you are, James, but...
Oh. Then you're wrong, Madge. I am.
That's the end of the record, Margot.
Crispin killed his wife.
I was pretty sure he had when she didn't turn up at the hospital to finish off Bowers. Crispin's nerves snapped. I hadn't expected that.
Then Madge's body must be somewhere in this house.
It could be right in this room, Margot. This cupboard here, for instance.
There she is.
He killed her all right. She must have died instantly.
Oh, but where's Mr. Crispin? We looked in the front of the house and in his bedroom. We looked everywhere.
I've been in the kitchen. Good morning, Lamont. Margot.
Jimmy, what are you doing with that breakfast tray?
This? Oh, this is Madge's breakfast. There you are, Madge. Sorry it took me so long. Sit up now. You must be hungry, dear.
Madge is dead.
Oh.
You killed her.
Oh, no. I thought so, too, when I first saw her lying there. But it's all clear now. She's not dead. She's just pretending to be dead so that I'll think I killed her. She's trying to drive me insane, you know. See her lying there. She's going right on with her tricks. But I'm not angry, Madge. I'm going to make you love me so much that you'll never try to drive me insane again.
Come on, Jimmy. Come with me, men.
Where are we going?
Into town.
Oh, then we'll have to take Madge. I'll never go anywhere without Madge again.
Yes, Jimmy. We'll have to take Madge.
Good to be getting home again, isn't it, Lamont?
Yes, it's all behind us now. You see now why I said love can be the most dangerous weapon of all in the hands of a criminal, Margot.
Yes. It really wasn't Madge's murders and lies that drove Crispin out of his mind, was it?
No, Margot. That's the terrible irony of it. Madge could have driven her husband completely insane simply by telling him that she didn't love him.
In a moment, I'll return and tell you of next week's Shadow story. Next week, same time, same station, we bring you another strange and thrilling adventure in the Shadow's daring battle against the forces of evil. Be sure to listen for this thrilling Shadow story.
you sow evil, so shall you reap evil. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
This feature is produced by Reg Johnston for Grace Gibson Radio Productions. A masterpiece of suspense.
Oh, hello there. Excuse the dead air. It'll happen from time to time when there are things that distract me inside. I did miss that episode. Never the mind. We shall persevere, and I'll put on some Muzak, the sound of silence. Let's listen to the music of a magical instrument, the kalimba. Just heard Natalia Ugabova playing the music of Simon and Garfunkel, the kalimba, African instrument. Well, let's continue with our ethno-musicological journey now, and we'll hear some traditional African and Nigerian music from the Yoruba tribe. This is vk3sl. Testing.
Miami Banco mio, ma dúpẹ́. Miami Banco mio, ma dúpẹ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ sílé méjìlá lójúmọ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ sílé mẹ́tàlá lójúmọ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ mágùn májìlá sátọ́ sí ọ̀hà ẹ̀. Miami Banco mio, ma dúpẹ́. Miami Banco mio, ma dúpẹ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ sílé méjìlá lójúmọ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ sílé mẹ́tàlá lójúmọ́. Má bọ́ lọ́wọ́ mágùn májìlá sátọ́ sí ọ̀hà ẹ̀. Ta ló lè jẹ́ o? Èmi ò lè jẹ́ o. Ta ló lè jẹ́ o? Èmi ò lè jẹ́ o. Èmi fàyà sílé tí máa bọ obìnrin. Láti kí ló dé lọ́lọ́run rẹ̀ mí lóhùn. Láti kékeré ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sápẹ́. Bọ́mọláńké fádúró délé lùwẹ̀ o ẹ má ṣe pẹ́ fún o. Bọ́mọláńké fádúró délé lùwẹ̀ o ẹ má ṣe pẹ́ fún o. Àjànàkú kọjá ríru ẹ̀mí àgbọ̀. Àjànàkú kọjá ríru ẹ̀mí àgbọ̀. Erin kọjá wíwọ́ tòótọ́. Erin kọjá wíwọ́ tòótọ́. Àdàbà tí ò lápá méjì ẹ wá gbọ́. Àdàbà tí ò lápá méjì ẹ wá gbọ́. Ẹ̀bí wọn kì í ní yóò fi wò láàyè. Ẹ̀bí wọn kì í ní yóò fi wò láàyè. Àwa lálẹ́ èdè orin wa láyé ń bí. Àwa lálẹ́ èdè orin wa ẹjọ́ ta ni lè mọ̀ pọ́n o. Tí yóò dàbí ọlọ́mọ kó wá wí. Owólù ni kò lè pa ní igi tí a fẹ̀yìntì tí yóò gbà ní dúró. Owólù ni kò lè pa ní. Àgbà tó lọ́ta nínú bíbí. Àgbà tó lọ́ta nínú bíbí. Igi ló mi àkúnkalẹ̀ kò ní dún. Igi ló mi àkúnkalẹ̀ kò ní dún. Afa ilẹ̀ ṣì dé wọ̀n wọ̀n. Ẹgbẹ́ jẹ́. Afa ilẹ̀ ṣì dé wọ̀n wọ̀n. Ẹgbẹ́ jẹ́. Ẹ̀yà fara yín balẹ̀. Là ń wí. Ẹ̀yà fara yín balẹ̀. Là ń wí. Ẹ̀yà fara yín mọ́ra. Ẹ̀yà fara yín mọ́ra. Ewúrẹ́ lé òmọ ìyọdẹ. Ajogún ẹ̀wù kò mọ yìí. Agbádá ńlá. Nínú ẹranko kìnìún lọ́ba ewúrẹ́ ń fẹsẹ̀ palẹ̀ kò ní dádé láéláé. Nínú ẹranko kìnìún lọ́ba ẹni tí yóò tó nìyí náà ó ń bọ̀. Ẹni tí yóò tó nìyí náà ó ń bọ̀. Ó lọ dènà déní àtẹ. Ó lọ dènà déní àtẹ. Àjẹkùn ìyà ni yóò jẹ̀sùn. Ó dúró. Àjẹkùn ìyà ni yóò jẹ̀sùn. Ó dúró. Kẹlẹgbẹ́ mẹgbẹ́ ara ẹ gbọ́ o. Kẹlẹgbẹ́ mẹgbẹ́ ara ẹni tí ò lè gbé nílẹ̀ o. Ó lóun okùn wa kọjá omi kò lè ṣe. Kẹlẹgbẹ́ mẹgbẹ́ ara láyé ń bí. Kẹlẹgbẹ́ mẹgbẹ́ ara ẹni tí ò lè gbé nílẹ̀ o. Ó lóun okùn wa kọjá omi kò lè ṣe.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa hùwà rere torí ká lè rálẹ̀ jọ̀nà wọ̀ ẹni ṣe rere abáre ẹni ṣe ká gbẹ̀san ká láti lé ayé lọ sọ̀run o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa hùwà rere torí ká lè rálẹ̀ jọ̀nà wọ̀ ẹni ṣe rere abáre ẹni ṣe ká gbẹ̀san ká láti lé ayé lọ sọ̀run o. Kò sẹ́ni tí yóò mọ̀ wípé kú ògbó òògùn o. Pé kó bá ti dé oníṣègùn tó lè yẹ ó ṣe fi gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé dáfà. Àlùbárí kàkẹ́nu máa ma gbọ́ bọ́lá ń ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gùn kéré. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa hùwà rere torí ká lè rálẹ̀ jọ ọ̀nà wẹ́lẹ́ ṣe rere abáre. Ẹni ṣe ká gbẹ̀san kan láti lé ayé lọ sọ́run. Ojúmọ́ ti mọ́lá lọ́jọ́ ń kájọ́ lọ́gbòòrò ya. Ìmọ̀ èrò kẹ̀lẹ́kẹ̀ kó tó máa ń pa ni. Aláwòrán bí ọba òkè máa fi kó ọ̀rọ̀ pa wá. Bíkú ti ṣe ń bà mí lẹ́rù. Òpin ni ká máa pa. Lódì bá fẹ́ni tó lọ́bẹ̀ kú tẹ̀bà. Ẹni bá láṣọ kọ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ gbá tàtà ara ìlú. Ọgbẹ́ mi ò ní ká lóko. Mo ṣàfikún rẹ̀ pani àdìgún bàbá lọ. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò fóun sílẹ̀ níwájú Olúwa ọba. Àkáǹtì ìdájọ́ ọba lòkù ń bẹ níwájú Olúwa. Ọba tí kì í ṣalábọ̀ sí ọba kì í ṣẹ́kù mẹ́ta. Ẹni bá ń hùwà dúdọ̀ dúnà. Ẹ̀jẹ̀bẹ̀ ní ọ̀wọ́ náà. Ẹni bá ń hùwà kíwà tí yóò dàgbà. Ẹ̀jẹ̀bẹ̀ ní ọ̀wọ́ náà. Ìwà níbí ni dálẹ̀ jọ̀nà má ṣe wálé ní tí ò wọ̀ náà. Ẹ̀yin òṣìkà ayé rántí ọ̀gá. Kárọ̀ nípa wàdà nítorí Olúwa o. Ọjọ́ iwájú tẹ̀ kúrò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tẹ̀yìn kò sẹ́yìn ayé lórí ọ̀nà. Ayé ó dúró dẹ̀ kọ́ ìsì tẹ̀lé ń ta ṣe àrò. Ikú ti ń bá àgbàlagbà lẹ́rù lọ ọmọdé lómi. Orí jẹ́ ká ṣe ohun sísọ ilẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa tó fi kú pa. Àbúrò àrùn tí o gbógun máa ń jọ ní kàlókù. Àwọ̀ títò tó mú wáyé lóní láti mú kàdà. Bẹ̀rí kú ẹ sá o, ọmọ ibú ní ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́. Ká má lọ lọ́jọ́ àyè pẹ́ nìkan lójú lọ láyé. Bí àkúre ká má má gbogbo ẹlẹ́yà. Bẹ̀lẹ̀ wọn ènìyàn máa sọ wá lóko lẹ́sẹ̀sẹ̀. Dákúbà mọ gbèsè ká má ṣàlàyé fọmọ sáì. Má ṣe wá lóko omi ká má kó sọ́dọ̀ fọ́ nìyẹn.
Bye-bye.
má fi ṣàdánwò ẹ.
ìláyé ọba olúwa.
ẹtìjọ́ lọ́mọ láyé àìtún lọ́mọ láyé kó má fi ṣàdánwò ẹ.
ìláyé ọba olúwa.
ọkọ ní mọ́tàlá yìí ni
ọkọ múná.
ọkọ ṣùwé mọ́dà sẹ́yìn. ọkọ làbá kẹfọ́ ralẹ̀.
kò dáyé kọ́.
ẹni bá délé ọmọ náà là.
tó bá rájé.
amọ̀pọ̀
dára ó di ọ̀sẹ̀ ní lọ́wọ́.
ọ̀gá fọ́rẹ́sì gàdí.
jagun ayé nínú ọ̀la.
ẹ̀yìn la tó wọ́n ti
ju èèyàn gidi ni. ẹ̀yìn la tó bọ́ ti ju èèyàn gidi ni. ẹ̀yìn la tó bọ́ ti ju èèyàn gidi ni. ọ̀gá fọ́rẹ́sì gàdí. jagun ayé nínú ọ̀la. ẹ̀yìn la tó bọ́ ti ju èèyàn gidi ni.
ṣẹ́ ó rí mi má jẹ́ ń ṣẹ́ ó ọkọ sáfúrì mi ṣẹ́ ó ẹ̀dá mi má jẹ́ ń ṣẹ́ ó tó tó àpinnu bàbá.
ṣẹ́ o ẹ̀dá mi má jẹ́ ṣẹ́ o. ṣẹ́ o ẹ̀dá mi má jẹ́ ṣẹ́ o. tó tó àkìnà bàbá o.
mo ti ẹ̀rọ tí ẹ̀mí bàbá ṣẹ̀fà rabi kúkú mi ọkọ̀ gàníyà ọmọ ẹlẹ́sìn lọ́yẹ́ ọmọ àbíbá mi àjàmájèbí ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba ní ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú ọ̀sì ẹ̀ ń pọ̀ aláfẹ́.
ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú.
ọmọọba ní
ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú. ọ̀sì ẹ̀kọ́ aláfẹ́ o.
ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú ọ̀sì ẹ̀ pọ̀ aláfẹ́.
ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú. ìjẹ̀bú ọmọọba nílùú ìjẹ̀bú. ọ̀sì ẹ̀kọ́ aláfẹ́ o.
kájọ pẹ́ fún olúwa olódùmarè
kájọ pẹ́ fún olúwa.
kájọ pẹ́ fún olúwa olódùmarè
kájọ pẹ́ fún olúwa.
òmìnira bá wà láyé ó bá wà láyé.
ojú mi ò fọ́.
ó dájú.
etí mi ò di.
ènìyàn ló wà láàyè bí ẹni tí kú.
èmi wà láàyè mo tún wà láàyè. mo ń jẹ mo ń mu mo ń gbọ́ bùkátà lórí ọmọ tí mo bí ìyẹn ti tọ́pẹ́. ọpẹ́ ló yẹ ká ṣe.
gbogbo yín ẹ sáré wá.
ẹ fetí balẹ̀ kẹ́gbọ́n làbárí ọ̀rọ̀ òmìnira la fẹ́ sọ.
nàìjíríà.
nàìjíríà wọ́n jagun mọ́lú.
nàìjíríà.
nàìjíríà wọ́n jagun mọ́lú.
wọ́n fowó ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀
sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ akéde.
gan ni a fi yí.
ìròyìn kó ta fojú bá mo lọ sí nàìjíríà lọ́rẹ́ èkó rẹ̀.
ẹ̀ṣọ́ onírúurú tó ṣe ṣe kókó ṣe ròyìn.
ìjọba gbogbo ṣe dáadáa.
owó dára.
ìjọba gbogbo ṣe
àbúbákàrè tá a fọwọ́ balẹ̀ wá.
ìjọba gbogbo ṣe dáadáa.
ẹnẹ́ni di àzíkú ẹ̀.
ìjọba gbogbo
ìlú ẹ̀ níbi tó ọba fẹ́ máa wó lọ́wọ́.
ìjọba gbogbo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
túnú ń dábàá ojú ní ká sọ àbí tí náà
Kárántì ikú bí a bá wà láàyè kẹjẹ ká sí lọ́wọ́ ká lè rálùjáná wà bí a bá ti dọ̀run. Kárántì ikú bí a bá wà láàyè kẹjẹ ká sí lọ́wọ́ ká lè rálùjáná wà bí a bá ti dọ̀run. Ọ̀rọ̀ ikú ti yé mi dọ̀gba o. Ikú tó ń pàtà lè ka ló ń pọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Òun ló mú mẹ̀ẹ́kúnnù lòun ló ń pariwo. Òun ló mẹ́ni tó kọ̀ lòun ló ń pẹ́ ní tó kàn. Bí a bá wà láàyè ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí ikú. Tó bá ti tàsìkò tó bá wọlé kò ní pẹ́. Bí ẹ jẹ́ ká sí lọ́hùn ọba òní. Nítorí pé àfọwọ́bá fi ilẹ̀ ń sá nílé ayé jẹ́. Màá tẹ̀rín màá tẹ́fọ̀n nílé ayé tí mo wà. Kádàrá dé tẹ́lẹ̀ o oníkàlùkù. Àti gbàgbé àdéhùn tàdíjọ ṣe pẹ̀lú ikú. Tó bá ti tàsìkò jagun lábí onípẹ́. Ikú ò fẹ́ kíní kan o. Tó bá wọlé ikú ọgbà àlàyé mò ń kó mọ lọ́wọ́. Jẹ́ kí n gbéyàwó mi, jẹ́ kí n wọlé parí. Jẹ́ kí n bá máa dámọ̀ràn, jẹ́ kí n tọ́jú ẹ̀. Àwọn aṣọ tí mo sára kì í fi ṣe jayéjayé. Tó bá parí ká kò ní gbowó kò ní gbọ́. Ẹ̀rù ikú máa ń bà mí o. Nígbà tí kò tí ń pọ̀ ní ìṣègùn tó ti ń pọ̀ ní bá tó ti ń pa àwọn àjẹ́ tó ń pọ̀ mọ́ wẹ́wẹ́. Àtẹni tó dé wọ́n ti sẹ̀lẹ̀ pé kò tí ń pa wọn. Àtẹni tó bá lágbà tí ò mọ̀ bí ọmọ ti ń wá. Ká sọdá sí kíyà ikú máa ń bá mi lẹ́rù. Ikú kì í bá ní dámọ̀ràn rere. Àfi kókó lọ́wọ́ kan mú tàlẹ́ káyọ̀ sọ. Ikú mo rí ẹ sá o. Àrùn mo rí ẹ kéde. Ikú tó kọ olúgbọ́n. Ṣọ́mọ náà lọ parẹ̀. Sàyíláyé aláwùrà kó má ṣàyè àwa lọ́fọ̀ọ́. Àwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀ ní kọjá kárí kun ajẹ́ ni. Àìjọ títí ọ láì jẹ́ kiri. Àìjọ títí ọ láì jẹ́ kiri. Presidential can never be changed. Ohun gbogbo lọ́wọ́ orí o ọ̀rẹ́. Mo dá lọ́rọ̀ bá dẹ̀ yí ọ̀pọ̀ pẹ́ bí ronú. Ohun tó rẹ̀ kọjá kí lọ́kadà rẹ̀ ò yí padà rà. Ìyá tó kú bọ̀ jọ̀wọ́ kọ́ mọ́kàn kúrò. Ohun tó rẹ̀ kọjá kí lọ́kadà rẹ̀ ò yí padà rẹ̀ kọ́. Destination can never be
ayé tí ń sọ gbàdọ̀gún ayé mo sì fi là o ayé. ẹni ayé bá ń fẹ́ kọ́ máa sóhun tí kò lè ṣe. ẹni ayé bá kọ̀ ó kọ́ ọmọ sọ́nà tí ó gbé gbà dandan o. mo ráyè mo sá mo rí mọ́tò mo yàgò fún. ayé tí ń sọ gbàdọ̀gún ayé mo sì fi là o ayé. mo ráyè mo sá mo rí mọ́tò mo yàgò fún. ayé tí ń sọ gbàdọ̀gún ayé mo sì fi là o ayé. ẹ bá tẹ́ka ó sì dànù ká ayé má tójú wà bọ̀ fún mi. gbẹdọgbẹdọ mo ti láwọn kò lè gbá gbogbo. ọmọ aráyé ibi tẹ́ bá rí gẹ̀gí pè mí lọ. ó dá wọn lọ lẹ́kẹ̀ mo ti láwọn kò lè lọ bàbá. ọmọ aráyé ibi tẹ́ bá rí gẹ̀gí pè mí lọ. bàbá alágbẹ̀dẹ mo ti láwọn kò lè rọ́jú fún o. ọmọ aráyé ibi tẹ́ bá rí gẹ̀gí pè mí lọ. mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ fẹ́ ológun ọdún mò ń fẹ́. ọmọ kékeré ni wá káyé má yẹ ká dára ká wá. ọdún tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ò kọ́ bá jó sojú ẹ̀mí ní wá. ọdún tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn ò kọ́ bá jó sojú ẹ̀mí ní wá. ó sọ ilé ẹjọ́ Àyìndé o. àwọn ajẹ́ ilé ẹjọ́ Àyìndé o. ìyàjìyàjìyà lórí mi pípọ̀ kí n tó dọ̀mọ́ o. bàbá jìyà lórí mi pípọ̀ kí n tó dọ̀mọ́ kí n tó dọ̀mọ́ mo ló sọ ilé ẹjọ́ Àyìndé o.
Oṣó ayé ẹ jọ̀wọ́ Àyìndé òwe. Ajẹ́ ayé ẹ jọ̀wọ́ Àyìndé òwe. Ìyàjìyà lórí wa púpọ̀ ká tó dọ̀mọ́. Bàbá jìyà lórí wa púpọ̀ ká tó dọ̀mọ́. Oṣó ayé ẹ jọ̀wọ́ Àyìndé òwe.
ọ̀rẹ́ mi báyé fún ọdíyàn dákun sọ bóyó. báyé fún alóbì kó gbà o.
Kò sọ́gbó.
kò sí ọmọ mọ́ ìjòbí o.
Láyé gbé.
ẹni wẹ̀wù tó yá lẹ́yìn ọrùn o.
Láyé gbé.
wẹ̀wù tó yá lẹ́yìn ọrùn o.
Láyé gbé.
ká ṣe rántí Fájuyì tó ti kú lọ sọ́run.
Ọ̀gá ológun pàtàkì ẹni ayé ń fẹ́.
ká ṣe rántí Fájuyì tó ti kú lọ sọ́run.
Ọ̀gá ológun pàtàkì ẹni ayé ń fẹ́. Rere tó ṣe sílẹ̀ kárí ayé ní Western. A ò ní gbàgbé ẹ̀kílé ayé tó parẹ́.
Adékúnlé Fájuyì ká sọpẹ́ fún lọ́run.
Ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ tí gbogbo ọmọ ráyé ń kọ́lé.
Adékúnlé Fájuyì ká sọpẹ́ fún lọ́run.
Ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ tí gbogbo ọmọ ráyé ń kọ́lé. Tolówó ti tálákà ló sọkún Fájuyì. Gbogbo Nàìjíríà ló ronú ikú tó kú.
ọmọ tó fi sílẹ̀ pẹ̀láyà tó fi sáyé lọ.
Orí ọ̀fẹ́ Olódùmarè kó máa bá wọn gbé.
ọmọ tó fi sílẹ̀ pẹ̀láyà tó fi sáyé lọ.
Orí ọ̀fẹ́ Olódùmarè kó máa bá wọn gbé.
títí ayé la ó máa ṣe rántí Fájuyì.
Àṣìṣe ẹ̀rẹ́ k'Olúwa gbé sínú afẹ́fẹ́.
ní Liberty Stadium ni wọ́n ṣàṣì fún.
Káà tó tẹ̀lé wọ̀lú Èkìtì lé nírinwó.
ní Liberty Stadium ni wọ́n ṣàṣì fún.
Káà tó tẹ̀lé wọ̀lú Èkìtì lé nírinwó.
Awólọ́wọ̀ bàbá Yorùbá ẹ̀ ṣe púpọ̀.
Adégbénró Ọ̀dẹ̀mọ Ìṣàrà adúpẹ́.
wọ́n gbé Adékúnlé Fájuyì délé dandan.
Orí aládé kì í sùn ta mo rí yẹn dájú.
wọ́n gbé Adékúnlé Fájuyì délé dandan.
Orí aládé kì í sùn ta mo rí yẹn dájú.
wọ́n sì kú olóyè Adékúnlé Fájuyì.
Wọ́n gbọ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà bó ti dùn tó bàbá ló jẹ́.
Èkìtì nílé Fájuyì yẹn ní ire.
Agbóláyà bí àìrá àwo ti lọ gbére.
Èkìtì nílé Fájuyì yẹn ní ire.
Agbóláyà bí àìrá àwo ti lọ gbére.
bí kó jíǹde ló ń ṣe mí fún fàjùyì ẹni tó ti kú kì í bọ̀ ó dùn mí ré kọjá. ẹni tó ti kú kì í bọ̀ ó dùn mí ré kọjá. ẹni tó ti kú kì í bọ̀ ó dùn mí ré kọjá. bí kó jíǹde ló ń ṣe mí fún fàjùyì ẹni tó ti kú kì í bọ̀ ó dùn mí ré kọjá. ayẹyẹ tó fàjùyì ọ̀run wá dẹ̀ lọ.
Ló yẹ ká tẹríba fún gbogbo ẹni tó má ti jù ní lọ ni. lè di àjẹ́ wọn. àwọn lọ́la bá tẹ̀dọ̀. lè di àjẹ́ wọn. àwọn lọ́la bá tẹ̀dọ̀. ikú wẹ́wẹ́ o. àwọn lọ́la mú jí. ikú wẹ́wẹ́ o. àwọn lọ́la mú jí. àjí
èṣù àṣekòkò tó lájà wọlé. ọ̀nà ẹ̀bùrú èwo ló máa bà jáde. èṣù àṣekòkò tó lájà wọlé o. ọ̀nà ẹ̀bùrú èwo ló máa bà jáde. tẹnu kọ́ rárá àwa lọ́ra bá yàmúyàmú odù orin ńlá. adìẹ jẹ yóò tán kó lẹ́yẹ àṣà mi àtẹ. ihun tẹ́ ò bá tóun wò sọ tèmi mi ò fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan fi gbéraga. ìjímèrè tó ṣe sí ọdẹ lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ yẹn jíjẹ mímu ẹ̀tàn nílé ayé. adìẹ jẹ yóò tán kó lẹ́yẹ àṣà mi àtẹ. ihun tẹ́ ò bá tóun wò sọ tèmi mi ò fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan fi gbéraga. ìjímèrè tó ṣe sí ọdẹ lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ yẹn jíjẹ mímu ẹ̀tàn nílé ayé. ó dájú kòtò tí ẹgbẹ́ kalẹ̀ nítorí àjànàkú erin mojú erin ò bá bẹ̀ lọ rárá. onílẹ̀ mi àpá ọ̀làlẹ̀ òyì lọ́rùn wọ́n lè rí títí àjànàkú kéré kọjá. káàkiri ìfàtẹ́ mẹ́jà lódò kíní yẹn ò lè ṣe àṣà ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọlé gbẹ́yẹlé. ọlọ́gbọ́n ayé kan kò lè ta kókó omi ṣéwé. ṣé ẹ rí sèríyà tẹkùtẹ lóhùn mi àdá. fọlọ́kì ní ṣé ẹgbọ́n mi ò jàre ẹ̀rù ló fi nǹkan kò ní lè ṣe. ìlà orí ọlágbò òkú bẹ́ẹ̀ ló kú lóhùn ó ṣì kò ní bàrà ẹ̀ níbi tó máa fẹ́. òjì tó jà nígbó tọwọ́ ẹ̀dùn fi jábalẹ̀ bàbá òwe àti kẹrù sọ́kọ̀ nígbó ti pẹ́. tọrọlẹ̀ mú dání ẹni ẹ fẹ́ jẹ ráìsì ẹ ń fẹ́ jẹyán ẹ fẹ́ bá ṣéǹjì wálé. òkìtì dájá lòun ní ata wọlé ẹkùn jẹran níṣẹ́ ló tàbọ̀ sọ́wọ́ ikú. olùgbé ń lérí òun ó lẹ́kùn ó lérìn. ẹ̀rín pa mí jí. olùgbé ń lérí òun ó lẹ́kùn ó lérìn. ẹ̀rín pa mí jíjì. ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ tó kó wọnú ìjà lọ. asáré ìtara kárí inú oko. ẹlẹ́rù ní oṣooṣù ká ẹ̀dá tó bá ń ṣe rere láyé o lórí àríire. lómi àríire ayé ẹ̀dá kan lómi àríire. ẹlẹ́rù ní oṣooṣù ká ẹ̀dá tó bá ń ṣe rere láyé o lómi àríire.
ọmọkùnrin wáyé ogun ayé jẹ́jẹ́ kò tiẹ̀ sí mọ́. ọmọkùnrin ti wáyé ogun ayé jẹ́jẹ́ kò tiẹ̀ sí mọ́. ọmọkùnrin bá jí lówùúrọ̀ kó múra ogun.
vk3sl.
ìtàlù mú ń bà kàṣà òkú mú bùtù pẹ̀lú jọ́ǹbẹ̀ àrọ́mọdọ́mọ bá ń bẹ̀. kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Èkó lálẹ́ Àlàmísì o. Ẹni tó kù ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹni tó kúrú ti rọ. Ó bèrè láti Dúmàtà títí dórí dókè àárín o. Ṣebí títí dórí dókò àwò. Àwọn òyìnbó ẹ̀yìn gbẹ̀dì gbogbo wọn fi mọ́tò sílẹ̀ wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ gẹ́. Gbogbo òyìnbó ẹ̀yìn ọgbà gbogbo wọn fi mọ́tò sílẹ̀ wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ gẹ́. Èyí tó bá kú kí ó sáré àgòkò látàrí. Ojú ní rọ́jú ṣàánú ẹ ò ráyé bí. Ojú ní rọ́jú ṣàánú ẹ ò ráyé o. Ṣèbí jàdá lọ́la ní kóńgò òkun lágbẹ́ kìíní. Wọ́n jẹ́ bí lu mú bàlà wọ́n jẹ́. Ara wọn náà jẹ́ wọn ò jẹ́. Mú bàlà wọ́n jẹ́ ní. Ara wọn náà jẹ́ wọn ò jẹ́. Ẹ̀dá wo ló wà tí yóò ní kú? Ṣèbí kọ̀ọ̀kú má pẹ̀lú yẹyẹ wọn kúrọ́ sára wọn jẹ́.
Majority boys owó lóhun lẹ́gbọ̀n o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ aládùúgbò ọmọ lóhun lẹ́gbọ̀n o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ majority o àlàáfíà lóhun lẹ́gbọ̀n o ẹgbọ̀rọ̀ yẹ gbéyẹ̀wò kẹwàá bá wà á dà sí o.
ẹ̀yin majority boys ẹni tó bá lọ́gbọ́n lórí àbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọmọlúwàbí ó yẹ kó yẹ wá yẹ pé nínú owó pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹni bá jágbà kí ẹ wí owó ló ní dúnìyàn o ọmọ lọ́lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ẹ̀yin majority boys kẹfẹ́sì fún àkìyà ẹ̀yin majority boys ṣẹ̀rí kórè wá pé ó péjọ rí alájọ lọ bó bá jọrọ ní kí ẹ wò wọn lówó olùwà má ṣe wá níta lè pa.
báyé bá máa bá wa jà kí wọ́n má má ti fi ọmọ mu wa nítorí ìgbà lájọ ìgbà lẹ́wù ìgbà lọ́mọ bíbí inú ìyá òun ló mú mi rántí.
tó lọ́wọ́ ti pọ̀ ọwọ́ sọ̀yà kí nípa ọlọ́mọ òwe àwọn ọlọ́mọ ló láyò ọlọ́mọ ló lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ìláyé aláwòrán kò fún wa lọ́mọ yìí ká ẹ̀sìn pẹ̀lú wa lọ́lọ́run àwọn lọ́lọ́run gbọ́rùn lèèyàn bá jí làwòrán bí ò bá jí tọwọ́tọwọ́ bí wọ́n bá ké kó àwòrán kò ní jẹ́ wọn rárá lèèyàn bá jí làwòrán tó bá jí tọwọ́tọwọ́ bí ọdún bí ọtí ẹ̀yìn kó dàkọ́ gbẹ́kùn lè mú ẹ̀yin majority boys ẹsẹ̀ ni ẹ fẹ́ ká fi gbé àtọwọ́ àtọmọ èmi náà ń fẹ́ rò ẹ̀.
àlàáfíà tí ẹ rí yẹn o.
ẹ̀yin majority boys ó tóbi nílé ayé kéèyàn bá lálà àfíà tí ò bá ti lówó lọ́wọ́ òkun lọ nígbà àwọn ọmọ òkun lọ yéwàyé pé kéèyàn bá lálà àfíà tí ò bá ti bímọ sáyé òkun lọ nígbà àwọn ọmọ òkun lọ yéwàyé. olúwa jọ̀wọ́ wa lẹ́sùn máa jọ̀wọ́ wa ní kedere kódà kó jọmọ méjì olúwa má ṣàjogún ọmọ lọ wa lówó olúwa má dùn lọ gbà.
ajẹ́rọ̀mí làjọ òun kò máa mọ̀ tú mi sí ìgò.
òkúkú ni sùn ajẹ́jẹ́ rí tẹ̀mí ṣe dọ́gba.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọjọ́ tí ó bá lè jọba ló ń gò rárá o.
wọ́n sọ pé onítọ̀hún ò máa mọ́jọ́.
ẹ̀wù agbádá kò ṣeé fi jọba ló ń gò.
amẹ́kọ́ bí ẹbí ọwọ́ ọmọ ni.
bọ́ìsì ìjọba ló ń gò tẹ́rí yẹn.
kì í ṣe tó ní ìdádógó.
mo ṣe kò rẹpẹtẹ.
lórí ìjọba mi gò ẹlẹgbẹ́ mo ní.
ṣòkòtò tàǹtìrín.
tìdí mẹ́fà tí mo rà.
àwọn bàtà onídìí odó.
tìdí mẹ́fà tí mo rà.
balóńgò ìjọyà ẹ fọwọ́ kan ẹsẹ̀ kẹ́ fọwọ́ kan ìyá.
tẹ fọwọ́ kan rí tẹ́tù fọwọ́ kan bàjí o tẹ gbójú sókè kẹ́ wò sùpá lọ́rùn.
ṣe rọwọ́ wa méjèèjì.
ẹ jẹ́ ká bí júwe ẹ̀kan kan o ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ká sọ ju kálíbà.
lẹ́kọ́ tí mo lọ mo dé pálásì hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì.
lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ kan.
èèyàn pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ.
mo ráwọn ọkùnrin mo sì róbìnrin.
mo bá wọn tán jó balóńgò lọ́wọ́ o. mo sọ pé ó ti yá. lèmi náà
bá kí tó mọ̀lẹ̀ mo bá kẹrẹ́rẹ́.
mo sọ fún ọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sáyé sí ìlà òjì ìjọ ṣe.
bẹ́ẹ̀tì ló gbà sí.
ìlà òjì ìjọ ló gbà mí ò tiẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kan láti mi fàjà jẹ.
ìyàwó mi tó bá lọ́jọ́ balóńgò.
tí bá rí ẹ mú.
màá ṣe èkìsà fún ẹ.
olùkọ́rí àlàdé bàbá rí síká.
ìpàkọ́ onípàkọ́dùn fa.
ó ṣe jẹ́ kàn fà tiẹ̀ rárá o. irun tá a bá fi sílẹ̀ lẹ́rán gbé. ẹ máa fi ló bá wa ìlú lọ́wọ́ mi.
mo rè Ìbàdàn níjọ́ kan mo bá wọn jó balóńgò.
lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn.
nínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì kan.
hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tó ń pè lóṣù ọ̀làlẹ́ o. owó tó pọ̀ mẹ́fà tí wọ́n fún mi.
ògbà fẹsọ̀ sí Àlàdé bá baríṣe ká fẹsọ̀ sí ìjọba dìjọba lóńgò máyà karamọ́.
fẹsọ̀ sí Àlàdé bàbá rí sí ká fẹsọ̀ sí. fẹsọ̀ sí Àlàdé bàbá rí sí ká fẹsọ̀ sí. ìjọba dìjọba lóńgò máyà karamọ́.
pèlè báyà lóko. Owó ìyá gbọ́ bàbá gbà níbẹ̀ tó kọ́lé.
This is a test
Pèlè
transmission.
báyà lóko àná mi.
vk3sl.
Pèlè báyà lóko. Pèlè báyà lóko. Owó ìyá gbọ́ bàbá gbà níbẹ̀ tó kọ́lé. Pèlè báyà lóko àná mi. Ọ̀nà mi jọ ń rí ẹ tó gbọ́wọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó dórí ẹ kodò. Ọ̀nà mi jọ ń rí ẹ tó gbọ́wọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó dórí ẹ kodò. Ọ̀nà mi rojú ṣe bọ́mọ èlò máa gbà. Ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ ń lé ojú kú lọ. Ọ̀nà mi rojú ṣe bọ́mọ èlò máa gbà. Mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ ń lé ojú kú lọ. Ọyọ̀ tí mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́, wọ́n bá mi lọ rí wọn bọ̀dà fún mi o. Wọ́n bá mi lọ rí wọn bọ̀dà fún mi o. Owó kòkó owó òbí jèjì bẹ̀ ló ń sí. Ọgbọ́n kan jí báwọn lọ́wọ́ mi, wọn ò fún mi láyà kan wálé. Ọgbọ́n kan jí báwọn lọ́wọ́ mi, wọn ò fún mi láyà kan wálé. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Alákọ̀ọ́rí jóyàwó nìjẹ́ ń wẹ́pẹ́ sọ́ra. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Alákọ̀ọ́rí jóyàwó nìjẹ́ ń wẹ́pẹ́ sọ́ra. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Alákọ̀ọ́rí jóyàwó nìjẹ́ ń wẹ́pẹ́ sọ́ra. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Alákọ̀ọ́rí jóyàwó nìjẹ́ ń wẹ́pẹ́ sọ́ra. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Àbí lóko ratọ́ lóko àwọn olóko dàgbà. Alákọ̀ọ́rí jóyàwó nìjẹ́ ń wẹ́pẹ́ sọ́ra.
káfowó kọ́mọ níwé ló dá ayé ọ̀làjú làwà ẹ̀kọ́ ní ń gbọ́mọdé ga.
bí akọ́lé okun bí ara mọ́tò méje lápapọ̀ láì fowó kọ́mọ síwájú kò bọ́ sí rárá bówó bá dé káfí kọ́mọ níwé ló dá.
kò kéwù kò kàwé ẹ̀mí àgbọ́ ìgbẹ̀yìn ló máa dùn wọ́n jù ẹ̀dá tó bá bímọ kó kọ́.
ìdìrín ọmọ ò dá ìsáǹsá ọmọ tí kì í rántí ọ̀la kì í gbé bàbá níyì lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ọmọ tí bàbá máa rí fàtí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì kò dá lọ́mọ.
àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n gboyè adájọ́ tó ń gba ti dọ́kítọ̀ tàbí lọ́ọ̀yà mélòó ní ká sọ.
lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin tí ẹ bá sùn tí ẹ bá jí fádà tó bí yín pẹ̀lú mọ́dà kẹ́dúpẹ́ oore tán ṣe fún yín kẹ́tún wáyọ̀ lódùmarè ọba lógo tó sọ yín dọ̀gá nínú ẹgbẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọgbà ọpẹ́ ńlá ni.
àmọ́ tí o bá mọ̀wé lọ́jọ́ iwájú wàhálà á pọ̀ ju experience kò ní sí fún.
ẹgbẹ́ ni ó máa sìn ṣàṣà ni ó máa ṣe dọjọ́ òkú ẹni bímọ bó kọ níwé ṣoríire okùn wọn láti kì í já ló fowó rà dọjọ́ alẹ́ fún.
púpọ̀ lolówó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ fi kọ́mọ tó ń fẹ́ kórè kọ́lẹ́jì rẹ fásitì ara mi.
tọmọ tó bí onígbà onímọ̀wé àmì àtàtẹ́tẹ́ kiri ìgbẹ̀yìn ló bí ayólókù àdá káfowúrọ̀ tẹpá mọ́ṣẹ́ tí a ń ṣe ọmọ tó bá fowúrọ̀ ṣeré kan tanra ẹ̀jẹ̀ lásán ni.
ọ̀rẹ́ mi láyé ń bí bọ́mọ kékeré lọ òwúrọ̀ ta àìsórí mi o. Kádàgbà kádògbó sínú ọ̀rá lóhùn mi o. Nílé ayé mi.
A ò lè rí ká má máa sọ òyàyà láfún àdúgbò. Àdúró pa mọ́lẹ̀ sí gidi. Gbárígbárí gbáríó. Ìbọn tó dájú là mí á sọ. Gbárígbárí gbáríó. Ìbọn tó dájú là mí á sọ. Kẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ kádúró wọ̀ wọ́n gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yòówù kí wọ́n wí. Àwọn wọn ní dá, àwọn wọn ní rẹ̀. Ìgbà ìwúrà wọlé gbogbo jíjẹ o. Àgùntàn tó lè bẹ̀ fara káṣá. Àbọ̀ fara káṣá o. Àgùntàn tó lè bẹ̀ fara káṣá. Àbọ̀ fara káṣá. Àgùntàn tó lè bẹ̀ fara káṣá. Ìjẹ́ lómi àwọ̀wẹ̀.
And I think I will fade out our African adventure at this point. We're listening to Nigerian music of the Yoruba tribe via the Culture Society. This is VK3SL Test Missions on 160. We don't want to interfere with the grey liners with African tones that may upset some sensibilities. I love that music. It's great. Well, we'll wind up at this point. As per usual, all we like sheep. VK3SL.
Turn